Welcome everybody, my name is Josh Rivers, and today we are recapping RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 3 episode something. I don't know the title. I'm gonna be honest, my internet's not working. I have no desire to open my eyes, so I'm just like laying back in my chair with my eyes closed, hoping this gets picked up by the microphone, because I am not gonna open my eyes 1 second during this recap. You know, I'm gonna say the same to you. Don't. Just like, tab out. Actually, no, X out. Don't even listen to this. This is bullshit. Wait, maybe I can be better next week. This week is gonna be shit. You know what? Like this episode. I'm in a rare form today. You guys are gonna have some good old fun with me. But let's just get into it. Let's talk about Bibi Zahara Benet, you know, the queen, and her not showing the lipstick. That was interesting. I see the strategy behind that, because if she showed the lipstick and that person won in this episode, she more than likely would go home because it would be pressed at her. I see that. I understand that desire. But at the same time, it just seems cowardly to me. And just the way she addressed it was so, like, ridiculous. It's like, come on, just say, I don't want to show it. I don't want you to be mad at me. I feel like the person she picked was Trixie. That's who I feel she chose. I think she would assume Kennedy would understand. I don't think Trixie would, and Trixie would hold it against Bibi. So I think it's Trixie she chose, and that's why she didn't want to show it, because Trixie did have a really good chance, as we saw, that she could win the challenge, because she's very versatile and can do many things. What else happened this episode? Not a lot worth talking about. So let's just get into the runway. The one good thing that happened, and even somehow they managed to fuck that up by having it shortened down. It's like, why do that? Why short it down? We could have had a good long runway. It was the one good thing that happened this episode. This runway was pretty good. So first up, Bibi Zahara Benet. Amazing outfit. I loved it. It looked great. Very out there for Bibi from what we've seen of her before. It's so different from what we've seen of Bibi, and it just looks so good on her. But it still has this era of like royalty in a way, but more in like a sci-fi sense. Then we have Morgan's outfit, which I fucking loved. Her Scottish inspired look, you know, reflecting her own heritage, where she came from. That looked great. Her titties were great. I love that hair on her. She just looked gorgeous tonight, have to be honest. Even as she got eliminated later in the episode, I was like, damn, she looks damn good. And then we have Trixie Mattel, who really took the red for filth pun to the maximum, had fucking books on her head, was a school nerd, and I lived for it. Kind of played another nerd, you know, one after the other, but we'll go with it. But it looked cute. It was a cute outfit. It was more for what it represented, for red for filth, and I thought it was really genius. I thought it was really good. Not like the most amazing outfit in the world, but I really liked it. Then we have Kennedy Davenport, and a lot of people really do not like this look. And it's like, here's the thing. You have to respect looks like this. This is a really well executed look. She looks so good here. Granted, it's not outrageous, and sorry y'all, I hit my microphone. I may not even have the energy to hold up my own head with my neck today, but I still need to wave my arms around, and in doing that I hit the microphone. But it's not as outrageous, it's not as grand as the other looks, and like, people just won't accept if you don't blow fireworks out your pussy or something. It's not the most extravagant thing in the world. It looks really good though, and that's all I can say. And then we have Shangela, who I don't like any aspect. Well, I love the hair. The hair was good, but that entire like ball, it was like Vivacious times 20. It was like, and I love Vivacious' original look, but like, it was like a weird cat toy that I would not want my cat to have. To me, it feels like her redemption look, where she was in the giant ball, done incorrectly, but it just looks dumb in my opinion. I didn't like it, even when it was deflated, when it was inflated, nothing. And I was like, maybe she could have worked it on the runway. How she wore it would have, you know, changed my mind, but we didn't get to see that because they cut the runway short. Okay, and let's talk about this challenge. So as far as this challenge goes, I'm just gonna say it's one of the worst we've ever had in Drag Race history. This was awful. Legitimately awful. Whoever wrote this, quit your job. Quit your fucking job. I get it. I understand. There was this one time in your life, this golden opportunity that made you pick this career, where you had that one card in Cards Against Humanity that changed your life, where you played it and everyone laughed. I understand that feeling, but you are not funny. You were never funny. Your mother is just very polite and won't tell you otherwise. Quit your job. Also, fart jokes are practical and they can be very effective effective, but they're delicate and you need to use them correctly. You did not use them correctly. The writing on this challenge was terrible. And because of that, it's like, I don't care about anyone's performances because no one cares. The reason Trixie won isn't because she was just so much funnier than everyone else. It's because she was there more and she had bigger opportunities. Like, if you had a lesser role, you had no opportunities because there was nothing to work on because this initial script sucked. Everything sucked about it. There wasn't anything funny. This entire concept of a challenge sucked. It was bad. Why would, at the top 5 level, would you have an acting challenge at this caliber instead of, I don't know, a makeover challenge, which really changes stuff and really shows people and shows the queens in a different manner, which tends to happen during like top 5 or top 6 moments. That's not what we got here, and it's just so disappointing to have an acting challenge like this. And like, usually we have acting challenges a bit earlier, and usually they're team-based and people will play the same role, so you can see comparatively 2 different people, same role, you can compare it. This time it's just ridiculous and there's really nothing to even talk about here. It's like, yeah, Shangela and Trixie did the best, but they're just naturally the funniest people that can do something with an awful script. This was an awful script. It wasn't funny. The initial idea for the challenge is not funny, and I don't understand why this was a challenge here. This is like a challenge you do when it's top 10, you have 2 separate teams doing the exact same role on a normal season with a better writer. I'm really disappointed with this because it was bad. Okay. But there was one moment when I laughed, and that was when Morgan started quacking. It was the one moment where I laughed. It was the one comedy moment that I grasped on, and I was like, yes, okay, I enjoy this. So, like, in that way, I don't even care who's in the top or who's in the bottom. It's like, yeah, Shangela and Trixie won. Great. Let's talk about their lip sync, because I don't want to talk about them delivering. Okay, Shanji, girl, fat suits are not funny. They are not funny. It's so tiring to see fat suits as comedy. Like, if you want funny, be funny. You can do it without the shit. Biggest problem I have is that you turned it. You didn't turn it because of the fat suit. You turned it despite the fat suit. Because Shangela was just made for this song. It worked so well. Trixie didn't have a chance, let's be honest. Like, Shangela was the obvious winner here. And I'm so tired of people going, oh, they threw the lip sync. It's like, who fucking cares? Who cares? Entertain or don't, just leave. So Shangela wins despite the fat suit. It's like, great. That's what we need in Drag Race. Fat suits. I thought we were done with them. Well, there's been fat suits for a while, actually. It's usually every other season. There's a fat suit involved somewhere. Yeah, but Shangela wins despite the fat suit. Senzo Morgan, no one's shocked because obviously a lot of people were hoping for BB. I don't know. I understand people wanting BB to go home, but I feel like a lot of people that picked have been wanting BB to go home kind of just had a problem with her since the beginning. Anyone could have gone and picked to go home. I probably would not have cared. But Morgan was the obvious choice. I knew they were gonna pick Morgan from the beginning. It's like, she's in the bottom. She's going home, obviously. That's what's gonna happen. And that's what happened. And Morgan went home. Like I said, she looked damn good as she went home. We have our top 4. I don't have a horse in this race. I really don't. I think Trixie will win. I do. I don't want Trixie to win. Mainly because I don't like Trixie fans. Because I have comments enabled on my videos. I think that's all I have to say about this episode. My name is Josh Rivers. Thank you so much for listening to the ramblings of a clown. A very lazy, tired clown. You can follow me on Twitter at PixelPixelBoom. You can leave a comment below telling me your thoughts on what I should talk about in the future, Drag Race related or not. I would like to thank Riley G and all my Patreon patrons for supporting the channel. If you would like to help support me, you can do so at patreon.com/PixelPixelBoom. It really means a lot. I love you guys. I will see you guys next time, and remember to have fun. Bye, guys.